Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing an ancestor messages reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading can resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. I praise the creator of all, supreme, omnipotent, and in all things. I praise all of the high and virtuous spirits who have walked the way of eternal light and love. I praise all of our ancestors from Mother Africa, who is the mother of the entire human race. I praise all of the spirits who died during slavery and the Middle Passage around the world, here in the United States, during Jim Crow, and today. Great Spirit family, since you are free of body and form, we know that you now have greater wisdom and greater power. We ask that you hear the call of your child and come protect us. Use your greater power and influence to help us solve our problems of money, health, family trouble, and racism. We ask that you somehow give us a sign that you are pleased with your children and that you are receiving our worship. Benevolent ancestors, open the gates of wealth to our people and guide us in the wisest and most effective ways to help all of Earth's children live harmoniously. Help us to remember we are part of the whole, part of God, part of each other. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, guys, let's get into your reading. So for this ancestor message, I have two oracle decks that I'm using, one for the beginning and one for the end. I also have all your cards out here, your tarot and your Orisha tarot cards as your clarifier. So the oracle decks that I'm using today that your ancestors requested are the Enchanted Map Oracle and the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, okay? So these are the two. All right, so let's get started with your oracle message, and then we'll dive into the spread, and then we'll end it on oracle messages again. So your first card out is Education, okay? We got Education, then we have Magical Map Shifter in reverse, and then we have Wizard of Awareness, okay? So education says, life is filled with lessons, be teachable, all right? In the upright, wisdom comes from the participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, I do not know yet, okay? So that's the most powerful mantra. Don't pretend like you know something. So some of you guys, and this has come up in a couple tarot spreads about studying, and then I know I've mentioned in these ancestor message readings about, following people. Like if you watch somebody on YouTube or on Instagram or wherever, or there's the author or somebody, a celebrity who wrote a book about their life or something, where I said you identify with them and they've achieved something, follow their guidance. Now, education says you either need to go back to school. So for some of you, if there's a course or a certification, it's time for you to take that, okay? With this wizard being the third card, you guys are masters in the making, okay? With education, magical map shifter and wizard, definitely you are about to be a master at your craft. So if you started something, you don't know everything is what they're telling you, and there's more to find out, okay? So your second card is the magical map shifter in reverse. Let me get it for you. Okay, card 52. Magical map shifter. In the reverse, this card says, reverse, the magical map shifter card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth, okay? Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you to a field of poppies where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have the life you really want, you must match it vibrationally. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it, okay? Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awakens us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you heal the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as a catalyst for growth. As you experience yourself transforming in the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet with a magical map shifter. Lots going on here. See? And it's funny, I've mentioned this before about, you guys learning through people right now. Like every time I put down a reading, I'm always picking up some form of karmic relationship. And when you guys are searching for love partners before they're meant to come, you get another person. And I say, everybody you meet is going to be pulling something out of you that you're not addressing yourself. So that could be happening to you right now. Or the other thing is I feel like with this field of poppies is not choosing a particular path, one too many things, not being grounded in your choices, okay? Give me one sec. Yeah. Instead of going with what you feel is the way to go, you pick several different things and then like nothing gets done. And that's come up in readings before too. Now, any kind of disappointment right now is only shifting you to a higher frequency. And I see that. There's an awakening going on right here. There's some Mars energy that's flowing through. You guys got to be careful with it, but it's here to help. It's really here to help. But some other stuff could end up, going down. So let's get to your third card. It is Wizard of Awareness. Wizard of Awareness. Give me a sec. Okay. Wizard of Awareness. 1 second, y'all. Sorry, I have to get your spread in order. Moving too quickly. Wizard of Awareness. Wizard of Awareness says, in the upright, your soul knows best, be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. So they're just saying exactly what the card before just said. It's map shifter, right? So it says people come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you've been experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. Right. This reminds me of yesterday's reading. I was saying some things that are coming up against you aren't meant for you to attack. It's just meant for you to see, what have I really been dealing with? Does this even match my desires or who I am as a person? Like, what's going on? And just because they did a particular thing has nothing to do with me, whether it be, especially if it's something bad. It has nothing to do with me. You're just showing me you. And I'm seeing I'm not supposed to be around this possibly, okay? The other thing though too, a lot of this stuff is moving out of your way so you can find more focus. This is what I feel with Wizard in Education, okay? All right, so let's get into the spread. What are the messages from your ancestors? So what your maternal line has to say about what's going on with you and your energy right now. Your first card out is the Queen of Swords, clarified by Yemaya in reverse. Okay? So this is being, experienced, rational, honest. Okay? Honest about what's going on with this Yemaya energy. So the energy that we have over here with Yemaya is one of nurturing, okay? Family, relationships, and sexuality and sexual organs. So with her coming in the reverse, it is being, okay, there's this thing here about pregnancy. There's one message about pregnancy. Okay, so some of you be careful because you can get pregnant right now. That's what they're letting you know. When it comes to like sexual organs and sexual health, this has to do with like STDs. So that's another thing. This is why they're telling you to be smart, be Queen of Swords. There was something else I was feeling from this card. Give me a second, y'all. The other thing is use your wisdom about your awareness about where you are right now. So Yemaya's card talks about pregnancy. And there's a description in this book that talks about when the mother is pregnant, she's not doing any kind of bad things that could harm her during the 9 months of pregnancy. Even her midwives have like cleansed themselves and refrained from doing a particular thing. So right now, you may be feeling like that or need to recognize when there's dangers around birthing something, okay? If it's not sexual in nature, this has to do with a project that you're doing, something that you are creating and forming yourself that you need not let anybody come in to destroy or harm the birth because you want a healthy baby, right? So, and whatever that is for you, if it's a real baby or a project that is a baby or something, and once it's born, once you birth it, you don't want to have like issues with it. Everybody wants a healthy baby, 5 fingers, 10 fingers, 10 toes. And so right now, I think you are very vigilant. I think you're being like really, really vigilant about what comes around you when it comes to something you're doing or your own sexual health, okay? Unwanted pregnancies, not trying to get on STDs and, making sure that your project, whatever you're trying to achieve happens on time. That is what your maternal line is saying about you right now. So let's see what your paternal line is saying. In your second position, we have the 9 of Cups, clarified by the 5 of Fire. Okay, so we got some enemies here. Here, these people, this is a couple things. I see a victory for you. You're gonna be very satisfied with yourself about something. Okay, Jupiter's energy is about to expand something for you. It's like being revitalized, getting the nutrition you need from all of the places that, it's going to come from. This could be in your money, your emotional life, anything like that. 9 of Cups is joy and contentment. But there are either people, 5 of Wands, that are going to be jealous of that. When this card comes out, it's like fighting fire with fire, but it all really depends. I'm really going to say it depends on your situation about fighting fire with fire. There are some situations where you have to stand up for yourself and defend yourself or say something, right? And then there are other situations that are going to try to make you come out of character. So use your discernment and your wisdom to figure out which is which, because you're going to have some haters about why you're so happy. And you remember this curtain. Okay, so I also believe that these people are hidden too. You got some hidden enemies, okay? So just be aware that, once you receive something that's gonna make you happy, you could even be happy right now, I don't know, if you've received what you wanted. You do have some hidden enemies, definitely, but it comes with the territory, right? So in your third position is what your ancestors and your maternal line want from you. Okay, I got a couple messages with this one. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Fire. This is more about home, family, organization, secrets. All right. So they want you to be and gratefulness. One thing that your maternal line wants from you could be an offering. All right. If you haven't been showing enough gratitude for a particular thing, or when you receive this thing, because I'm gonna tell you this too. 9 of Cups. Let me go back 1 sec, y'all. 9 of Cups could be getting something that you don't deserve, right? And you may not deserve it. This could be a blessing that you did not deserve, or others are like, how did you get that? I've been working on this longer than you. I've been at this game way longer than you. How did you move up so fast? How did you get that? And they'll fight and hate on you for it, right? So you're gonna get something, whether from your own hard work or some sort of karma or something, or a blessing. Maybe it's just grace, right? Something's hitting you and it's gonna make you happy, okay? People will try to come up against you about that. But when you receive it, whether you deserved it or not, they want you to be grateful. Be grateful, okay? The other thing that they want you to do is stay organized. That's really big. Stay organized in order to maintain this progression or trajectory, okay? Stay organized. Now, I've been picking up a lot about family members talking behind your back, okay? 10 of Swords has been coming out a lot. There was a reading that I ended up scrapping before doing this one where I saw the 10 of Swords again. So that's definite, gossip, abandonment, like something could go down and someone doesn't have your back or something like that. That may be coming from family. The other thing, the Queen of Pentacles is a secret keeper. You can tell her whatever thing is going on with you, and you can trust that, she won't tell, but, she's badly aspected, being in the reverse. So right now, if you receive something, and this is another reason why we have the curtain and the 9 of Cups, there may be something you receive that you should not let your family know about. You should keep it to yourself, okay? Like, let's say you get some money, just save it. Or, if you start buying new things and they ask, don't tell them where you got the money from. Just maybe say, like, I've just been working more or something like that, or I've been saving. But I think you're going to get a significant blessing that you should keep to yourself. It's going to be coming soon if it hasn't come already. Definitely. Yes. And anything personal about yourself, you should keep to yourself. See, when you get this Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords energy, this is like the hostess with the mostest. So it's almost saying, like, you'll get all of this stuff and you'll want to invite everybody over. You want to celebrate it in some kind of way. Have a party or invite everybody out to a function or pay for everything or something. And that is when you're going to realize that you have enemies, because they're going to start playing games. They're going to pretend or start making plans about the things you have. People do this, especially when they think you don't deserve it. They think they should have some of it too. And they could try to manipulate you in that kind of way. This could be friends or family. So if there is a significant blessing coming in, it'd be best that you keep it to yourself and sort of live your life how you've been living. I mean, do what you want. I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself, but it's nobody's business about where it came from. Okay, and give it time, because maybe by the time you're able to be open and honest about where you received this blessing or how, you would have seen these people that I'm talking about. And then you could talk about whatever you have without being bamboozled or fooled by a negative friend or family member, because that is what I see in your 4th position. Your 4th position is what the ancestors in your paternal line want from you, okay? And it's about, like, you're partying. This is a celebration. 3 of Cups is abundance. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, both in the upright, in the spread, tell me there is some form of abundance coming your way. But do not repeat a lesson, okay? Don't repeat a lesson. And this is where, maybe the people you party with have a lack energy around them. See how we got these vultures trying to sacrifice the goat? This is what I was talking about earlier. You may not know who you are celebrating with. It may be best to hold off that blessing for a while, Okay, friend or family. I'm picking it up in the friend family area. So when I get this Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, Three of Cups, that's celebrating. It's possibly celebrating this blessing, but then boom, vultures. Why? Because they have lack mentality. It's once you get this thing, you're moving into a new level. And I'm not just talking about immaterial wealth. It's like you strategizing more. You're gonna be putting more energy into like the education, to being a better whoever or whatever you're trying to become. Okay? And you need to be around more people like that. If you recognize whatever vibration you're going into and get around more people that way, those people, if you told them you got this blessing, they would never come for it like that. Not the way these people are gonna do, right? So this is another reason why. Be quiet so you can fill out, who's around you if you haven't gotten rid of them already. You know what I mean? Like it's some people we still deal with because we didn't know just yet. So guys, let's get to this. There's a lot. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to like rush all these messages. So let's get to your fifth position. Your fifth position is the gifts that you've inherited from your maternal line that you are underutilizing. All right. The gift that we have inherited from your maternal line is the Queen of Cups in reverse, clarified by Ogun in reverse. All right. With this energy, you're a beast. And those who may have second guessed you or didn't think you would go there could realize I will go there. Okay? And it's not only that. I'm gonna tell you this in a couple ways. So the first way is, I've mentioned that the Queen of Cups is very refined, big heart, right? But if somebody misinterprets who you really are, there's a anger or there's a beast that, you've been trying to subdue, right? That energy will come out. It will come out, and it could come out in the worst way. So be mindful of your beast. The thing is, what I don't want to tell you, like I told you earlier, I don't know, for what situation is going to call for you to either tame the beast or release the beast. Only you would know intuitively. Please use your intuition when it comes to the Queen of Cups. Don't let anybody take you there in a situation where it wasn't meant to go there, right? Because that could put something at jeopardy. Maybe your blessing, right? Now, if you have to exchange words to speak a truth, that's one thing. But I even see some Mars energy here, and I was picking up Mars energy in the reading that I didn't get to do. So that could talk about getting physical, all right? So I've mentioned that more than once for a reason, because of the gossip, secret keeping. If something comes to light, I don't want you to like lose control of your emotions. Queen of Cups. See, Ogun had to master his emotions. He's one of the most fierce Orisha. He was led by emotion and passion. Okay, I mean, there are stories about him. He thought these kids were messing with him or doing something. He cut their heads off, and when he found out they were kids, he was so distraught. He had such lustful passion that he raped his mother. What else happened with Ogun? There's a lot of stories of Ogun, how his anger got the best of him and how he totally wished he didn't do what he had done. And in that situation with his mother, that's when Ogun dedicated his life to humanity. He put all of that fierce energy to work, and he started to create and build. All right, because he governs iron and I believe technology. Okay, so be careful, like there, especially because I see the tower and the sun. Oh, excuse me, guys. The tower and the sun. There's a very strong energy in you right now. Okay, that I'm gonna get to, but I guess I have to mention it now because it's like a Kundalini thing when I get this tower energy, but it's gonna bust up a lot of stuff. All right, so just be careful about how you feel when it comes to anger, rage, passion. All right, because this is something that you've inherited from your paternal line. It's a strong emotional power, strength, passion. All right, so just rein it in sometimes. All right, we'll move on. In your sixth position, we have the gifts that you've inherited from, that all that rage and stuff, that was from your maternal line. In your sixth position, this is the gift from your paternal line that you are underutilizing. We have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Water. This feels like an illusion to me too. All right, again, it's seeing through illusions. Your ancestors really want you to see through fakery. All right, I don't know what's coming apart. Ten of Water is like Ten of Cups. All right, and remember, Ten of Cups is a stage card. And I want you to see that this fish is halfway up in the air and down in the water. The air could be reality. The water could be emotions, illusions. Okay, so I think you need to see the truth about a relationship. Okay, you can see the truth concerning the relationships, partnerships, friendships, jobs right now. And I believe with this Two of Cups in reverse, there's something you need to come up out of the water for and look at it realistically. Okay, so there's an illusion. Someone's staging something, and it has to do with Two of Cups. Could be even a brand new partnership. So I don't know if any of you have started a new relationship or started talking to somebody recently, but yeah, there's something going on where you need to step out of the illusion. Okay, seventh position is the ancestor most eager to connect and work with you at this time. We have the Six of Wands and the Man, which is the Star. Okay, this goes along with the victory that I'm seeing for you in your second position, in your fourth position with the celebration and abundance. You actually have the Six of Wands twice. Okay, it's here in your seventh and it's here in your ninth. You guys are about to achieve something, all right? This is a big deal. But the ancestor that's coming through is warning you about your ego. So, definitely, because we have Aquarian energy with the Star, and usually most things fall in Aquarius, okay? And remember, we don't want to fall off a horse. So this ancestor was able to let go of their ego. They're coming in to help you with this because whatever this blessing is really gonna be a change for you that is great, but could also make you put on a persona, right? It could cause a persona depending on who you hang around, right? Three of Cups, Five of Earth. You know, it's trying not to let any kind of falseness come because there's so much that has already been destroyed as far as the fakeness goes, that once you get this blessing, I don't think that they want you to reassume it. So this ancestor achieved that. This ancestor was victorious in becoming who they were meant to be. That's what this person was able to do, this ancestor. I think that when they were going through their journey, because whoever's riding on the Six of Wands and coming back and finally being celebrated, they went through a journey, right? This is, you know, those epic tales of battling monsters and making friends and losing friends and saving the day, right? Going through your journey, knowing and understanding that you're a leader or an example, right? That people will be looking up to you. This person was able to do that without having a very big ego, okay? They dropped that. They saw what was happening and how they could have changed, or maybe they even felt their own changes. Like, I don't usually talk like this. I don't respond to people like this. So this person was able to check themselves. And with the Star in reverse, I think at times they didn't have hope, didn't think that they would become who they were meant to be, but they were able to harness that strength, this fire and passion that I'm seeing, and achieve their goal, but at the same time remain humble. So this is a humble achiever that a lot of people looked up to. A lot of people looked up to this person, okay? I do feel some sort of struggle. There was an ego struggle, but if that Six of Wands had ended up in the reverse, I would have said that they fell off that horse. You did have another ancestor come through too, concerning this energy when I think the Sun was in this position. I can't remember. You do have the Sun today, but Yeah, this ancestor was able to release the ego to become who they were meant to be. All right, so that is who is trying to work with you right now, and that is what's going on right here in your 8th position. So my relationship with this ancestor, here, let me get this for you. Your relationship with this ancestor is the Tower clarified by the Sun. All right, when you get the Tower and the Sun together, that's destroying all illusions, okay? This Mars energy, it's burning away through appearances, all right? Appearances that other people are trying to keep up, appearances that you are trying to keep up if you're not being your true self, all right? It's burning through imperfections, ego imperfections, all right? Expectations and justifications, like you saying, I'm able to do this because this happened to me in the past. No. You're not going to be able to justify any kind of bad behavior because of what so-and-so did. This is not what Mars is here for. Another thing that they want you to know is that when this energy hits you and it strikes you, often it gets wasted in overindulgence, okay, and destructive behaviors. Okay, that's because the energy of Mars and the Sun like this needs an aim. It needs somewhere to go. Like how this lightning is striking, it found its place to hit. That's what you have to do when this energy shoots up in you. This is why your first card out was about being wise pertaining to sexual health, right? That's why this first position was like that, because otherwise you would waste this energy. Waste it. This is about annihilation. Mars annihilates. It annihilates to show the truth, so the sun can shine on the truth. Remember, this is a facade that's being built, struck down, burst apart for the sun, for the real thing to be shown, the real you. This goes in a lot of ways. This is a ego death, but a truth in all areas of your life. So if you're finding that, because your last reading was about trials and tribulations and things, it is trying to show you the truth of the situations and the places that you're in so you can move to become the real person that you are, to pay more attention to your path and purpose. Some of you have things that you just, I think, have gotten bored with and thinking that it's not your purpose, and it actually is. You need to turn back to it. This is why education is saying you think you know everything about a particular thing and you don't. Go back, because there's some other stuff for you to find out. All right. So in this position, don't waste this energy, this surge of energy, because it could make you extra horny. It could make you angry, right? Anger could come up. This is why we have this Queen of Cups Ogun energy here. See, Ogun needs to subdue the beast, not release the beast. Why? Because of emotional instability, right? So many things could happen when this Mars energy hits, and whether it be good or bad, you are going to get an education. You're gonna learn. So that's why I was trying to tell you, whatever happens, it's just a lesson, and it's moving you exactly where you need to be. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what's going on with this energy surge. You're going through an awakening. The Tower is an awakening. All right, this is the truth. The ego is falling away. This is why this ancestor is here, is supporting you, because they know that everything you're going through right now is going to be a hit to your ego if you are still holding on tightly to certain things. So they're trying to prop you up. Every time you take a blow, it's like, no, maintain yourself. All right. I know it can hit the ego and it's hurting your pride, but you're still a winner. Stay up. Stay up. Continue on your journey. Okay. Because you're this path is leading to a truth, true perfection, spiritual perfection, okay? God damn. So, your ninth position, it says, what we will achieve if you consistently work together to solve your problems with this ancestor. You will have victory over fear, anxiety, and depression. You will no longer worry. You can release your worries. Release them now. 2 times they're telling you you're going to be victorious. Remember? 6 of fire, 6 of wands. 2 times. They're confirming each other. They came out twice. Angel number 66 is also telling you to, that's about family. It's also about spiritual values and elevating your vibration. Yes. it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But you'll be victorious. Whatever you're going through, you'll be victorious. These things don't have to be so bad if you follow your intuition about what you feel about people and whatever's going on in your life, or especially when it comes to partnerships. So let's get your closing messages from your ancestors. And this is from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So your first card, it came in the reverse, and that's the good thing about these two decks. They have reversal meanings. This is Web Weaver, the Web Weaver, and it says synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. All right, and this came as a challenge. So let's see what this is about. Give me 1 sec. All right, Web Weaver as a challenger. The Web Weaver warns you to address your behavior in all areas. Where are you being dishonest with others and with yourself? Okay? And this could be where are others being dishonest with you. But again, let's focus on ourselves. Where are you being dishonest with others and with yourself? Are you fearful that you'll be left out in the cold and abandoned if you don't relinquish control? Your strand in the web is beautiful and unique, and you don't need to camouflage who you really are in order to manipulate results. You're challenged to stand tall in your perfect imperfections. See yourself truly. Tower in the sun. See yourself truly, right? And allow the patterns of your life to be woven into the beauty meant for you and you alone. Keep in mind that if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. The web remembers everything. Oh, shit, man. I mean, that's even, I feel this, okay? Do something different this time and watch a miracle. This applies to all your questions in this moment, for everything is connected. Guys, I remember I said this in a reading a long time ago, you can't hide anything. Even if someone's trying to hide something from you, they can't hide. Everything is being recorded. You may think you're alone and your actions aren't being looked at and kept, but your guides are here, so they see what you choose to do. And it's not to make you afraid, but it's to remind you that you're working towards something, and we can see whether you're progressing or digressing. So it just said right here, hold on, give me a second. The web remembers everything, and that goes along with energy never dies. It's always recorded, left behind. Someone, something senses it, sees it, right? Do different this time and watch a miracle. This applies to all your questions in the moment, for everything is connected, all right? And this, your second card, definitely lets me know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. There's an ascension happening with you. You have a spiral dancer. The spiral dancer. It says circuitous route perceptions. Circuitous route perceptions. So this is, circuitous is like not going in a direct path, maybe a roundabout or a longer route, having to take a longer route, okay? Let me get this for you. Circuitous route, spiral dancer. All right, this is your ally. So, I'm sorry, I'm dropping cards. The spiral dancer moves with her own rhythm and steps to music only she can hear, right? At her own vibration, moving to things that only she can hear. Everybody else don't know the beat that she's moving to, okay? So she takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracing your steps or going backward, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success. It really is. You got 6 of Wands 2 times. One of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about a relationship, keep on dancing and magic will soon happen. Also, it's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. Make sure to let others know that you're open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with valuable lessons to share, even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions. All the steps are perfect, even when you may seem, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The spiral dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. So, hold on guys, give me a sec. I think what this is saying is this is saying a couple things. One, you have to be true to yourself, right? Because there is a certain vibratory rate that you're at that you need to respect, and actually will draw you to another person, if that is what you're looking for, that matches that vibration. Some of you may have already met this person, and you guys are like talking to each other or in a roundabout way, like it's just not time for you guys to meet. Whether you've met this person or not, there seems to be somebody in your energy field. This is another reason why it's important to be your true self. So we can stop annihilating people and actually have somebody to stay, okay? So be your true self. Deal with everybody going away. That's fine, because they're moving you up the ladder. But then there's somebody moving with you, okay? Now, some of you may be aware of this person and it's just not time for you guys to meet, or it's just letting you know you will meet at some point. But at the same time, just keep marching to your own beat, your own rhythm. Destiny's true path is seldom straight. And don't worry about things that, like, you seem to be moving in a different direction than other people. You think everybody's going in this straight line and achieving everything, and you're achieving things like at different times. That's exactly how it's supposed to be, so that your life ends up where it is supposed to be. You guys are not like other people. And the spiral dancer reminds me that it's the reason why you gotta like understand this Kundalini, Mars energy hitting you, is that you are meant to become who you truly are, achieve your purpose, but go back to where you came from. Anytime you're spiraling up, you're getting back to source. You're meant to go back to source. You and whoever else is trying to go up there with you. You're gonna enjoy yourself here by being your real self. That's how you enjoy this life, by being your real self, okay? All right, so your last card is, this came in the reverse, the prison waif, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. All right, it came in the reverse. So this is your card, it's your challenger. Let me get it for you. Give me 1 sec. Prison waif. Okay, challenger. Are you a prisoner of worry? Woo! We just talked about this. This was your last position, position 9. Are you a prisoner of worry, distrust, cynicism, and fear? Do you constantly tell yourself that there's not going to be enough? Or do you see only lack and poverty wherever you look? Perhaps your expectations of negative results and repercussions serve to keep you imprisoned by your own thoughts. Do you feel that you've not allowed success in your life? When the prison waif comes as your challenger, he warns you that you're now seeing in your life the results of those negative thoughts and expectations. If you don't like what you see, it's time to transform the way you see it. If you aren't happy with your life, change your thoughts. That alone has the power to change your life. Difficulties are learning curves right now. Just remember that this prison won't hold you for long. Take the time to learn about mistakes. The lessons ensure later and greater success. Damn. See, this is why I shared that one dream with y'all when I told you I was holding that boombox and it was playing loud but burning down houses, right? Because of me speaking negatively. Or the second dream when I told you they pulled me into the office and said, you gotta change the way you speak, because your words have vibration, and that vibration is manifesting. And it's manifesting as karmic lessons. I mean, that reading that I had scrapped for you guys, I saw Justice, I saw Lovers, and Two of Cups in reverse. And I just said to myself, man, this karmic energy won't stop. But the thing is how is it being drawn to you? Is it being drawn to you from your words, from the emotions that you feel so strongly over and over again? A lesson constantly trying to show you the truth, right? But it's self-sabotaging you, right? If you don't get a hold of delusional thinking, all right? Get a hold of it. See, even here, this Three of Cups, there's poverty here because that's Five of Earth, which is Five of Consciousness. I mean, Jesus, Five of Pentacles, Five of Consciousness. Five of Pentacles, okay? Right. So that's lack consciousness is what I was trying to say. And it could be from the people around you. That's why I said you don't want to talk about certain things because you don't want to celebrate around lack-minded people. You need to wait a while until you get around a better set of vibrations. And you may not want to wait, but some of us have to wait because for so long we've been thinking so negatively, and the only thing that could come our way is something negative, right? If we've been spending the last month or two thinking something really bad, you know, that's going to manifest, right? And then all we have to do is say, well, I did manifest this, but let me get around it. I don't have to take it on. I manifested it. I'll take responsibility for creating it, but I'm going to move around it and start thinking better. You know, so you might want to start doing mantras in the morning or affirmations because you need to change your subconscious mind. You're more powerful than you think, so you have to change the way you speak. You're more powerful than you think. Very, very powerful. And if you can't, this is what I've learned too for myself. If I'm having a hard time thinking positive, I have to get busy. So, you know, maybe you want to focus on the areas that are important to you, or that, you know, you feel are within your purpose. Because if you stay busy, you're not saying anything crazy. I tell you guys, sometimes if I'm feeling a certain way, I just start putting down cards. I'll do, you know, I'm doing a reading for you, or I'll do a reading for myself, but I try to shift my focus if I'm not able to say good things to myself. So whatever it takes to stop this self-sabotaging is what you got to do, right? Don't sabotage yourself. Because you will have a victory. And don't keep people around you that will sabotage you. Remember, all of the lies and falseness is about to be busted up so the real you can shine. And remember how to use this energy because it's going to hit you. And for some of you, it could feel like sexual energy. For others of you, it could feel like anger. But you need to direct it, okay? And don't let it, don't shoot it back down on yourself because you could hurt yourself that way, right? Release it into a place where you can create something positive. Okay? Or at least keep yourself busy because you are assured of victory. You are assured of victory. Okay? Something you're going to be very happy about. Something you may want to keep to yourself for a little while. Okay? Everything is happening as it should. Don't worry about these trials and tribulations coming up. Best thing for you to do is focus on who you truly are. Guys, this is great. This is really good. So if it resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. And if you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys. See you.